Hey, so before I start, I just want to give everyone a heads up. In this video, I'm going to talk about and share some of my experience around sexual assault. If at any point you begin to feel uncomfortable, please do whatever you need to take care of yourself and feel okay. Don't hesitate to reach out to someone if you're feeling unsafe. With that said, here goes. So when I was 16 years old, I was sexually assaulted. I was at a party where I had one too many drinks when a boy invited me to go upstairs with him. I did. He decided that we were going to have sex, and I, being too drunk to say no and too drunk to say yes, submitted. I left the room in tears, regretting going to the party at all. Looking back on it now, the party wasn't the problem. I really just regret thinking that by the time I was in the bedroom, it was too late to say no. It is never too late to say no. It took me longer than I would have liked it to for me to learn that consent is revocable at any time. After this experience, I realized how deeply embedded in me the HIV stigma really was. The following day, when I finally sobered up, the panic set in. I wasn't only panicking because I had just been assaulted, but I was panicking because I feared I may have contracted something, the biggest fear of all being that it may have been HIV. Why was I so concerned that I might have contracted HIV? Well, that's where the stigma lies. Based on the appearance of the boy from the evening prior, I decided that he looked like someone with HIV, whatever that means. I neglected a very important fact. HIV does not discriminate. Anyone can get HIV no matter where they lie on any spectrum, from cultural to gender to sexual orientation. This boy was no more likely than I to have HIV. Eventually, when I couldn't take it anymore, I went and got tested. It came back negative for everything. I was so relieved. Not only did I believe that someone who looked like one way was more likely to have HIV than someone who looked another way, but I also thought that HIV was a death sentence. Millions of people are living with HIV today. HIV is not a death sentence. Consent. Permission for something to happen or agreement to do something. Consent is everything? No. Consent is the bare minimum of healthy sex. Sex without consent is not sex. It's rape. And I do not say this to scare anyone or make anyone feel terrible about mistakes they may have made. I say this because feeling violated sucks, and I don't want anyone to feel like they have to do something they don't want to do, or to feel like they owe someone something. Just because you've already gone upstairs with them does not mean that you are obligated to do anything. Something is consensual until someone decides and verbalizes that it's not, and that's where the action must stop. So now I'm here, 2.5 years later, talking to you. I'm here now for a number of reasons. I work with the Peak Project because I want people to be able to have sex without thinking they're staring death in the face. I want people to know what HIV really is and how to be safe in regards to it. I also really want to be there to educate and support youth around their sexual health. Sex can be a tricky thing to explore when you feel blind, but with the right knowledge and a well-developed personal boundaries, it can be a wonderful and pleasurable experience.